It is so great to be seeing you guys all today. Last weekend, I went 4 for 4 on picks. Am I surprised? No, because I know what I'm talking about. This weekend, I'm going to go 2 for 2 on picks, hopefully. We've got 2 great games. Let's get right into it. 49ers at Eagles. This is the Eagles' time to shine. This is when the 49ers story falls short. Brock Purdy, awesome guy, even better quarterback, but he's going to show his rookie tendencies this weekend against Philadelphia's defense. They're better than Dallas's. I have this game going 24-14 because it's going to be low scoring because it's a battle of the defenses. I like the 49ers defense better. When you look at their points per game, points per play, it is number 1 in the NFL. But I like the Eagles offense better. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts is by far the better quarterback as well. Eagles throttled the Giants. I was worried about them hitting their peak early at the end of the season. And Jalen Hurts, he looked 100% last weekend. I was unsure of that too. I have the Eagles winning this game 24-14. Now we go into the Bengals going to Kansas City. If there is 2 guys in the NFL that I will not bet against, it's Tom Brady, which I should have bet against him this year because he was horrible. And the second guy is Patrick Mahomes. Until today, I am betting against Patrick Mahomes. Last year, it was not good when I bet against Patrick Mahomes. I thought the Bills would beat them. And then I proceeded to watch Patrick Mahomes lead his team to a game-tying drive with 13 seconds left, then go on to win the game in overtime on the first drive. But I'm betting against Patrick Mahomes. I'm putting all my cards on the table. My dignity, my confidence, everything. Bengals are winning this game. They're going into Arrowhead, which has hosted the last 5 AFC Championship games. And they're going to win this game. Joe Burrow is going to prove why he is the second best quarterback in the NFL. Not third. That's Patrick Mahomes playing this weekend on one leg. And not fourth. That's probably Patrick Mahomes playing with a blindfold on. And then number 5 is Josh Allen. But Burrow is the second best. Mahomes clearly is the better quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. But the Bengals are hitting their stride. They're keeping Burrow protected. 3 offensive linemen out last week, and they only let Burrow get sacked 1 time. Chiefs are in trouble, guys. And Patrick Mahomes, he sprained his ankle. He's not going to be able to run like he usually does. He's not going to play how he usually does either in general. So I have the Bengals winning this game 31-28. And now I want to move into this little segment about a team that I've been fairly critical of, but I think for good reason. It's the Buffalo Bills. What's their future? What is Buffalo's plan looking like for this offseason? Well, I've said this from the first segment that I made, that Buffalo has big holes, unlike Kansas City and Cincinnati, who have very small holes in their team. Buffalo has about 4 problems wrong with their team that I think they need to fix in this offseason. Number 1, their run game is inconsistent. So they need to draft a running back. They maybe need to draft a couple offensive linemen to aid their running backs to get more yards, more touchdowns in general. Number 2, it's the Buffalo Bills defense. It's not helping Josh Allen out any more than it should. And number 3, they need to draft another wide receiver. Outside of Stephon Diggs, I do not like their weapons whatsoever. Gabe Davis is inconsistent, Dawson Knox is middle of the pack, and I can't even name another receiver after that. And I know you guys get annoyed when I say this, but I told you so. Brian Daboll, the loss of him has directly impacted Josh Allen's play. He was number 1 in turnovers this year in this league. And their run game's bad. I said that too. Brian Daboll, Josh Allen has a choking problem. We saw it last week. They put up 10 points. Not good. And their wide receiving core isn't any better either. And now I have a bone to pick with number 14 on their team, Stephon Diggs. Look, he's got an attitude problem. And to a certain extent, I don't blame him. He wants to win football games. He wants to win a Super Bowl. Who doesn't? That's the end goal in the NFL. But the problem I have with Stephon Diggs is he's becoming a diva. He's on the sideline, wailing his arms around. Josh, throw me the ball. He goes on Twitter after the game. Oh, and you expect me not to be mad after we lose? Zip your mouth, keep your fingers off the keyboard, lock in. If you want to be in Buffalo, be in Buffalo. If you don't, leave. I'm sure they would be more than happy to get a few first-round picks or second-round picks for you, Stefan. He did the same thing in Minnesota. And I may be a little biased because I am a Minnesota fan. But the way that he left Minnesota was completely unprofessional. He publicly slammed Kirk Cousins, our whole organization in general, and now he's doing it to the Buffalo Bills. He is a diva wide receiver. Let's look at the ones that are very notable. Antonio Brown, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Stefon Diggs, Odell Beckham Jr. What do they all have in common? Well, they all played for several teams. And Stefon Diggs is going to go to another team. I don't know if it's this year or next year or the year after that, but he's not finishing his career in Buffalo. So Stefon needs to figure it out. Either you want to be in Buffalo or you don't. That is my segment for this weekend. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. I will see you guys next week after I go 2 for 2. We will see you later.